Hello, my name is Justin Newland, and I am really pleased to be talking to you today. I've been invited by Somerset Libraries to say a few words about myself and my writing, and to read an extract from one of my novels. They've kindly invited me to do this. I'm a great supporter of libraries. They have offered me many opportunities to give author talks, that's Somerset Libraries, in the last couple of years. And I'm very pleased to repay that in a way by speaking to you today about my work and about my love of libraries, really, and of writing. So here's a little bit about myself. I was born in Essex in 1953. I also do book signings in independent bookshops, Waterstones, W.H. Smiths and so on. I would appear at literary festivals. I write what I would call secret histories, in which real events and historical personages are guided and motivated by, if you like, numinous and supernatural forces. So in shorthand, that's history with a supernatural twist. Now, my first novel is The Genes of Isis, and here it is. Get that right, there you go, The Genes of Isis. It's a tale of love, destruction, and ephemeral power set under the skies of ancient Egypt. It's a retelling of the biblical story of the flood, and it reveals the mystery of the genes of Isis, which is a glyph or a shorthand for the word Genesis. Genesis means origins or beginnings. And it's as you know, the book from the Bible, the Genesis, is about the beginnings of the human race. I'll be reading out a short passage from that towards the end of this little talk. My second novel is set in medieval China and is called The Old Dragon's Head. There it is. Just get that right. You can see the dragon, and that's the end of the Great Wall of China, the far eastern end of the Great Wall of China. And that book, The Old Dragon's Head, is a historical fantasy and supernatural thriller set during the Ming Dynasty. That's in the 1400s, and it's played out, as I said, in the shadows of the Great Wall. It explores the secret history of the influences that shaped the beginnings of the modern era. And my third novel, recently published, is called The Coronation. There it is, The Coronation. It's set during the Great Enlightenment, and that was a period of intellectual ferment in the 1700s in Europe, and it reveals the secret history of the Industrial Revolution. And really its subtitle is Whatever Happened to the Great Enlightenment? So there's a little bit about my three novels, and I'm going to read to you now a little bit from the prologue of my first novel, called, as I said, The Genes of Isis. There it is. That's the goddess Isis, nothing to do with the terrorist group. Isis was a phenomenal goddess in Egyptian times. And I'm going to read you, as I said, the prologue, which goes as follows. Sometimes when I sit alone and the night draws in like a curtain of fine black soot, my skin becomes ultra-sensitive. I can feel the slight vibrations of a shadow or detect a passing wraith vainly seeking its way home. Each nerve fibre develops its own echo, so as the feeling travels from my fingertips through the palm, along the forearm, then flashes through the scapula. It culminates in a resounding crescendo in the caverns of my soul. Stillness ushers in this state, a strange quiescence that comes from afar. It is as if I were afloat in the midst of a great galaxy, where the sound of the millions of years hums in the inner chambers of my mind, like a gentle but mysterious symphony. When I touch its panorama, I see with my own eyes, but in a way subtly different to normal vision. I watch with other eyes. Other eyes? How is that possible? There's only me, isn't there? But there is something else, an entity, an essence or something that sees through my eyes and sees what I see. How can this be that I can see, that the other can be? Yet I tell you that it is so. They are the eyes of the watchers. When they attend me, I feel their primeval power and authority. Without prejudice or bias, they watch. From the gentle awakening of my body in my mother's womb, when the fiery spirit entered therein, to the time when one day I will exhale my last, they are vigilant. When they are far away, I long for them to return and grace my existence. When they are near, the watchers are both a passion and a comfort, for I know that they convey what they witness through me back up the great ray of creation. They tell me I am not alone and simply never will be. Their duty and dedication is to write as well as to watch. They are both silent witnesses and faithful recorders. Etched for eternity in the planet's living archive, they have recorded, though not in hieroglyphs, nor in papyrus or carved on stone, a secret, invisible fault, the astral light. As I write this testament, they watch and record, and one day the source will turn the celestial pages of what I've written and weigh it in the balance. Life is a continuous exercise of spiritual due diligence, and my actions here will determine my place in the next life. My name is Akasha. I am mother of you all. You are the children of angels, and this is our story. So that's the end of the prologue to my first novel, The Genes of Isis. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making this video, and I hope you find it of sufficient interest to look up some of my other work and to support the fantastic system that we have in this country, the library system, and in particular, Somerset Libraries. Thank you very much for watching and for listening, and goodbye for now.